In 1988, Darling Park and Harbourside stations, the two stations that are the focus of this video, with Harbourside being the first, were opened for the Sydney monorail. Harbourside Station is a very popular one. I mean, the final logo of the monorail network is literally of a train heading inside of Harbourside Station. The station was attached to the Harbourside shopping centre, hence the name Harbourside. Between Harbourside Station and Darling Park Station, the monorail would head over the pedestrian-only Piermont Bridge, a swivel bridge in the middle. Ferries would cross under beneath the bridge to get down to the very end of Darling Harbour. However, sometimes there were ferries that could not fully and regularly fit underneath. Sorry about this little part here. This meant that the centre of the bridge could swivel 90 degrees to let boats pass through between the new gaps. However, as you can see, the monorail beam would not swivel, meaning that trains could run 24/7 without plunging into the water. Despite the order of where we're walking in this video being completely the opposite of what the monorail would have gone in its loop, when you get to the east side of the bridge, there is Darling Park monorail station, which was constructed in 1988 for, as you guessed it, Darling Park. The station was originally going to be named Casino for a planned casino development around that area, possibly being owned by Donald Trump. However, Sydney's casino, Star City, was eventually built at Piermont, making no use for this. This station had a huge red and white sign above it saying Darling Harbour in Times New Roman font. While the track and poles were pulled down in 2013 when the monorail closed, these two stations have still been kept just lying around. In fact, Harbourside even still has its main entrance in tip-top shape, even with old monorail smart card advertisements. Right above me there, that circular thing, is Harbourside monorail station. And this is the whole building around it. It's still pretty big. I mean, honestly, they should have, probably preserved and restored the monorail stations. They were a pretty big part of Sydney's heritage. Oh, there's all of those NIMBYs just going, ugly. And the whole station has sort of just been boarded up by this giant thing here. So, no access authorised, no access authorised, and personnel only. That right there, I'm just trying to stick my phone through. That is the Harbourside monorail station, or at least that side of it. I'm gonna flip my phone around and then film it. Works. I accidentally stopped filming, but that's what it looks like. It's still in pretty good nick. Oh gosh, I got low battery. Sydney monorail adverts here for the Sydney monorail smart card. There were three organisations that took over Sydney monorail. There were TNT Harbourlink, the original yellow one, the original orange ones, Metro Transport, which was the main one, and Sydney monorail in 2013, which just was kind of just like a little company to it was basically a coup, just so the government could yeet away the monorail and then extend the light rail. So I'm going to be filming the station from this area, this little footbridge that heads from, I'm almost done. And on that side it says Harbourside. So now we're going to be going over the bridge, which will be quite fun. And then heading to the next station, Darling Park. Here's a view of the platform. At Harbourside over there. Oh, I gotta run over there and get part of this sign which would have pointed to the entrance of the monorail station. It was eventually taken off and the monorail closed. Now heading to Darling Park. These little like tarmac things, these little squares, those were where the monorail pillars were. Yeah. There's the museum. There's a vampire, there's the submarine that I can't remember, and there's the recreation of the Endeavour. Or Endeavour, as according to old me. I thought it was pronounced that, but it is not. Obviously. Let's just keep on going. Here is the little control centre for the bridge. And I've got some photos from a photographer that I actually met in real life at Sutherland Station a couple of years back. And I'll show them now of what it was like inside. He was once the operator of this bridge. The monorails would go by undisturbed by the bridge swivelling. Although this doesn't mean that there wasn't a monorail crash around. We have arrived at Darling Park monorail station. It looks like the whole platforms have been boarded over with wood, which is a bit odd. My mum used to work in that building, owned by one of the most companies in the world. I am very glad that we all left that place. But our bank account's still in there. I'm trying to swap over. Anyways, I'm gonna try and find some good places to see the platform. You know, you get what I mean. So I am fastly losing batteries on it. Yeah, you can see some like ticket barriers and all that. However, here it's all been boarded over with this PlayStation advert. That was on the Hawks tags. Anyways, yeah, you can see some seats in there. Not as much as Harbourside, but still see quite a bunch. There's two signs saying Darling Harbour on the top. There's a head straight through there. We are now going to head off now.